Hello friends, welcome to DenTuber. Friends, today we are going to discuss part 1 of the series of Punjab MO Dental previous year's question papers. We are going to discuss the question paper. I have solved the question paper and I am going to discuss it in few parts, maybe 10 questions in each part. So there may be around 10 parts. As you all know that Punjab MO Dental exam is going to be conducted soon. So let us discuss the previous year question paper. This is the 2016 question paper, friends. Let us start. Hutchinson triad includes all of the following: interstitial keratitis, Hutchinson's teeth, vestibular deafness, saddle nose. So this is a bit obvious. The answer is saddle nose. All of these options are features of Hutchinson triad, but all of these options are features of congenital syphilis, but first three are from Hutchinson's triad. Saddle nose is not included in Hutchinson's triad. So here we can see that Hutchinson triad include mulberry molars, notched incisors, interstitial keratitis, eighth nerve deafness. Other features of congenital or prenatal syphilis are frontal bossing, short maxilla, high palatal vault, saddle nose, Egomenakis sign, raggeds and saber skin, apart from the Hutchinson's triad. Second question. Difference between sebaceous dysplasia and facial hemihypertrophy is: expansion of jaws, effect on tooth size, disturbance on eruption pattern, none of the above. So actually I feel it should not be sebaceous dysplasia here. It is mistyped or some sort of correction is needed, and I think it should be fibrous dysplasia and facial hemihypertrophy. If we replace sebaceous dysplasia with fibrous dysplasia, the correct answer will become option B, which is effect on tooth size, because facial hemihypertrophy in its differential diagnosis as explained in Schaeffer, there are two diseases, namely neurofibromatosis and fibrous dysplasia, which are similar to facial hemihypertrophy, but they are differentiated by the lack of effect on tooth size and the rate of eruption. So the correct option is effect on tooth size. Next question. Juffe and Albright syndrome is associated with fibrous dysplasia, osteopetrosis, Paget's disease, Marfan syndrome. The correct answer is option A, fibrous dysplasia. So this is the explanation. Fibrous dysplasia, which is polystotic form of fibrous dysplasia, is of two types: Jeff's type and McCune-Albright syndrome type. Jeff's type is involves multiple bone involvement along with cafe-au-lait spots, whereas in McCune-Albright syndromes there is extreme or diffuse multiple bone involvement, cafe-au-lait pigmentation along with the endocrine disturbances. So this is an important feature to note. Next question. Material used as a preservative for catgut sutures during packaging is colloidal iodine, glutaraldehyde, isopropyl alcohol, 6% hydrogen peroxide. The correct answer is option C, that is isopropyl alcohol. Catgut sutures are packaged in alcohol solution, that is ethanol or isopropanol or propanol, to retain their flexibility, and the packages are sterilized by either cobalt 60 gamma irradiation or by ethylene oxide. A glycerine coated chromic catgut, that is soft gut R, this is very important, friends, is used to eliminate the need for alcohol in packaging and to improve the handling qualities. So the glycerine treated structures have a smoother and a more uniform surface appearance than untreated catgut, and as a result of glycerine treatment the sutures are thicker. So the correct answer was isopropyl alcohol or ethanol. Psychic triad has ID, ego, superego, all of the above. Obviously the correct option is D option, that is all of the above. Next question is, friends, child showed refusal of treatment crying forcefully is categorized according to Frankel as. There are four ratings of Frankel, or four stages of Frankel behavior rating: ranking 1, ranking 2, ranking 3, ranking 4. As we all know, the description above is from ranking 1. And here is the Frankel's behavior rating scale, which is definitely negative, ranking 1, negative ranking 2, positive ranking 3, and definitely positive ranking 4. So ranking 1 is our correct option, where the child refuses treatment and cries forcefully. Other options are like ranking 2 is negative, where the child is reluctant to accept treatment and displays evidence of slight negativism. Uh, Ranking 3 is positive child, where the child accepts the treatment but during treatment may become uncooperative. Fourth ranking is definitely positive, where the child has a good rapport with the dentist and a unique behavior. Next question. Treating child involves 1-on-2 relationship, 1-to-1 relationship, 1-to-3 relationship, none of the above. Generally, in treatment, doctor and patient has a one-on-one relationship, especially in adult patients. But in child patient, there is a one-on-two relationship. So the correct option is option A, that is 1-to-2 relationship. And the 1-to-2 relationship is amongst dentist, pediatric patient, and the parents or the guardians. Next question. Acquisition of child sense of trust begins from birth to 2 years of age, at 2 years of age, at 3 years of age, at 4 years of age. The correct option is option A, at birth to 2 years of age. The trust versus mistrust stage is the first stage of psychologist Erik Erikson's theory of psychosocial development, which occurs between birth and approximately 18 months of age. This is given in detail. This Erik Erikson's theory of psychosocial development is given in detail in Shobha Tandon. You may please go through various stages. For this question, the option is option A. Next question. Flooding technique of behavior management includes. Flooding technique of behavior management includes home, aversive conditioning, physical restraints, all of the above. Flooding technique is also known as implosive methodology or implosive technique, so which includes all of the above options. So the answer is option D, all of the above. Implosion therapy, also known as flooding technique, mainly comprises home, voice control, and physical restraints. Next question. In primary dentition, it is advisable that working length would be shortened to 2 to 3 mm short of radiographic apex, 0.5 mm short of radiographic apex, 0.5 to 1 mm short of radiographic apex, 3.5 to 4 mm short of radiographic apex. So the correct answer according to me should be 2 to 3 mm short of radiographic apex. Generally, we keep the working length approximately 1 to 2 mm short of radiographic apex. But in primary teeth, there may be resorption, and if root resorption is there, then we have to keep the working length shortened. We have to shorten the working length to 2 to 3 mm short of radiographic apex. So friends, this is all for today's video. Please, if you like the content, please hit the like button. I need your support. Also, please subscribe to my channel and share the videos with your friends so that they can also gain benefit, as the Punjab MO Dental exam is around the corner. Please support me. I need your support, so please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel, and please share your feedback in the comment section and what sort of next video would you like to have. I will be back soon with a new video. Till then, bye friends, take care friends.